Hey guys, welcome to a special video on Flesh and Blood. So today I'm doing something a little bit different, and I feel like I say that almost every time I open up my video. But I'm going to be recapping what happened in Lille this weekend, followed by the B&R announcement and just kind of going over everything. I know that this probably gets posted everywhere, but I wanted to, put my hand in trying this whole thing and seeing what everybody thought about it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first off, let's start with the Pro Tour. The Pro Tour was an awesome event. I didn't unfortunately get to watch a ton of it live because it started 4:30 a.m. Eastern time every day. But I did get to watch a lot of the rerun, and I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of really good gameplay, and there was a lot of really good players there. There were 3 undefeateds after the first day. I think one was Briar, one was Viscera, and I think one was Phi. So that was really interesting. Or one of them was Prism, I think. I can't remember, but it was just a really good event, and I really enjoyed watching it. I feel like a lot of good gameplay came from it. I feel like a lot of good coverage came from it. Shout out to the coverage team, that LSS has put together. They do such a good job getting the right coverage team together and making everything look so good. I really enjoy everybody's, everybody's coverage. So, I'm looking at the article here, it's called Pro Tour Lille Snapshot, and they've got a lot of good pictures on here. They just kind of this looks like the top 8 picture here, and then it looks like they got individual pictures of all the players, which is pretty cool. Um, I don't know. I just really enjoy this pro level coverage. I spent years watching pro level coverage of Magic, and so it's really nice to step into Flesh and Blood and see this high level coverage be done so well. They're not really missing a beat. They're picking up a lot of the things that I feel like Magic missed out on over the years. So it's really good. And here a little bit it moves into the bracket and everything like that. So. There were 2 Prisms in top 8. Not surprised. I figured there would be more if you want the truth. I think I guessed 3 on my little prediction chart. I did guess 2 Briars. I guessed a Viserai, a Phi, and a Dash. And I can't remember who else. I think I guessed a Bravo. Seeing 4 Briars is surprising. Now, not surprising, in the sense that, Briar's power level is to be unexpected. Briar is a very strong character, and Briar has now a lot of LL points, so we're all pretty sure she'll be the next to go with everything going on. So 2 Prisms, 4 Briars, and you got a Viserai. Viserai is also a super powerful hero. One of the coolest things about this Pro Tour, in my opinion, is that we saw our returning Pro Tour champion go back-to-back top 8s. Wins Pro Tour New Jersey, and then turns around and top 8s the second Pro Tour. How awesome. What an accomplishment. What a way to put your name on the map as one of the best Flesh and Blood players ever. And then we get into Christian Hawk, who was playing the Wombat Dash list. Now I'm a diehard proponent of Dash. Everybody knows this. I'm not a big fan of the Wombat Dash list. It doesn't feel, I don't know, it just doesn't fit the way I like to play. But tip my hat off to Christian Hawk, for putting Dash in the top 8. Really impressive. Really good run. And then here it's just kind of giving a little bit of a breakdown and talking about Lille, and it shows the bracket and how everything broke out and things like that. And then you can always find the top 8 deck list here, which is awesome. I really enjoy that. Gives a chance for the rest of us to be able to look at that and see what we want to try going forward and what we can use to try and help shape the metagame moving forward. The Pro Tour was awesome, and I really enjoyed the coverage in the event. Okay, so next up is the Battle Hardened and the Calling. We'd all like to tip our hats to this guy right here. I'm going to be honest, I'm not even sure what his name is. Joris Verhelst? I hope I'm saying that right. But anyway, he ended up winning the Calling with Prism. So there was a lot of debacle before the Pro Tour about what they were going to do with Prism. Now, I'm glad that they decided to leave the metagame alone with the whole Prism gate and the 2 points and everything else that would have made her LL, and all that kind of stuff. I'm glad they left her alone. I think it made the Pro Tour very interesting, and I think it gave us a very good, solid metagame. And you saw a lot of good choice there. Now, this guy, if there was any question about whether Prism was going to be LL or not, he made sure of it. He won the Calling, and he pushed Prism right over the top. So congrats to him on winning the Calling, and honestly, I'm glad that Prism had her time in the sun, but I'm also glad to see her gone because she did oppress good heroes, and some good strategies that I'm glad we'll be seeing some more of. And so here, as we move down a little bit, we're moving into the Battle Hardened. So I am actually, it's crazy. Michael Hamilton is one of the most consistent Flesh and Blood players there is. He ends up winning a draft, battle hardened. He won a couple callings, like back-to-back callings, I'm pretty sure. Like, he's insane. He's awesome. It's so good. And he did win on Fi. I'm sure he didn't force Fi because he's a very good player, but forcing Fi has been where I've seen the most success in drafts. So, hats off to Michael Hamilton for winning the battle hardened. Last but not least, we have the B&R announcement. Some of this isn't really surprising because it's just part of what happens with the LL announcement. Excuse me. So Prism, is now, LL in CC, and Luminaris has gone with her. No surprises there. And then, it even goes down to say no other changes here. I like that. No other changes. Nothing to talk about. They do talk about during the article down here somewhere how they're keeping their eye on Briar, and if something happens, they will not be scared to, do something to axe her, to make sure that, she stays within her power level and not making the game too broken. So I was happy to hear them say that, because 4 copies of Briar in the top 8 at the Pro Tour was a little crazy. And then we talk about Blitz. Honestly, nothing really changed here, in my opinion. Stir of the Aether Wind goes from suspended to banned. Snapback goes from suspended to banned. All cards you couldn't play with anyway. Crown of Seeds remains suspended until Oldham becomes LL. And then Sonata Arcanix remains suspended until the next B&R announcement. So I again, nothing really changed, just giving us a little bit of updates on what's going on. So I don't see Blitz taking a big turn or really changing a lot at all. All right, so this was my first attempt at a big recap. I really enjoyed it, just kind of talking about the game and my thoughts, and, giving props to who deserved them, and, and just kind of talking about players, and, and how the game's going to change a little bit, and just recapping the whole weekend. Honestly, it was a lot of fun, and, I can't say this enough. I really enjoyed the weekend and the games and the coverage and everything else. It was really well done and really good. And congrats to Matt Dilks on winning the PT. Congrats to Joris. I'm not going to try and pronounce his last name because I'll butcher it again, on helping us get Prism out of the format, and with LL and winning the calling. And then congrats to Michael Hamilton on another great finish at a battle hardened. Winning with Fi in a draft. So really good weekend, and I really enjoy it. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time.